Hello and welcome to Monkeys with Fire. How is everybody tonight? I hope you're all well. I hope you've had a good day. So you join me again on another Tabletop Tuesday, and this week we are going to be playing the 2 to 4 player strategy war game Farsight from Braincrack Games. And joining me tonight will be one of our regular viewers, Paranoid Spectre, who will be the opponent for this evening's game. Hello, Paranoid Spectre. So you're all set and ready for tonight then, yes?
I'm absolutely set and ready. I have worked out 2 strategies that I think could work.
Okay, I'm in trouble already. So what we're going to do for this game is, because we've played it last week and we are 80% familiar with the rules, we're going to just jump straight on in to play the game, and then as we're playing I will kind of explain the rules as we go through it. So we'll start off then. We will, to determine who is the first player, we're just going to roll the d10, nice and easy to get started. So that is, well, it's a 9 for me. Your roll, that's a 7. Alright, so I will go first. First phase is the events phase, so each player rolls 1 dice. On any symbol there is an event card, so I shall roll first. There is no symbol. I'll roll for you. Aha, a symbol. So let us see what the event is. And the event is the Heroic Last Stand. Keep this card until you have a unit that has heavy casualties. Damage rolls against this unit require an exclamation to hit, and it is now considered armoured. So you've got yourself a bonus event card, which is great. So I will put that over to your side.
That's perfect. It's
a good little start for you, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So the next turn is the deployment, and each player is able to deploy either a unit or a specialist. So I am going to be working from the top of the board, coming downwards. Paranoid, you're going to be working from the bottom row, moving upwards. The objective for the game is to control either 8 structures or 3 along the enemy back line, or to completely destroy all of their available units. So those are the 3 win conditions to the game. Since I'm going to start at the top, I will select one of my units, and you place your units in whatever orientation you want. Now you can't quite see that one because it's underneath the overlay, but it's in, let's just look, it's H9, that particular unit. Okay then, so
perfect. What
do you want to do? Do you want to deploy a unit, or do you want to deploy one of your specialists?
I want to deploy a unit, and I want to deploy the assault unit to H1.
So the assault, there it is, there we go. It then we're still in the deployment phase, it goes on to me, and I am now able to deploy one of my specialists. Now within the game, you have a certain number of specialist cards. These are either the assassin, the saboteurs, a supply line, the spy, or the seer. And what I will do is I will explain what these specialists do as they are revealed, because these specialists are deployed hidden, and you do a marking for their location on a secret dry wipe board. So this is your player board, and on the reverse there is a facsimile of the battle map in front of us, so that you're able to mark down with a dry white pen where your particular specialist is going, and you use the abbreviations SB, SP, SL and SR. The assassin is the only specialist that isn't required to actually have a physical location. And because the assassin is the character that comes on in to take out these individual specialists. And of course, that's through a process of learning where they might be on the board. each specialist has certain rules that they need to abide by, and by understanding what those rules are, hopefully the opposing player can work out where they might be on the actual board. So I am going to place specialist there. Okay.
I want to deploy a second unit, and
you can only deploy a specialist now. It's one specialist, one unit. It's only once you have the supply line do you have the choice of then doing an additional unit.
All right, then I'm deploying a specialist. All right, perfect.
All right, so you're done. Okay, so now we move on to the specialist phase, and I'm not quite sure how this works because you are supposed to go do the specialists in order. So it goes assassins, spies, and then saboteurs. There's one other unit to which you need to activate to take its benefits of, but doesn't come into that grouping. So I'm just going to announce it that I have a supply line in play. So that's me done. So do you have an assassin?
Nope.
Do you have spy?
I can just announce it as well. I have a supply line as well.
Right, okay, fair enough. Right, so we've both got our specialist units activated. So that means now in the next turn we can take advantage of their abilities. And then we go to the battlefield phase, which is the final phase. Each player performs artillery attacks, movement, and then combat in order. So then, we don't have any artillery revealed. We then move on to movement, and units that are still hidden, i.e. their identification is unknown, move up to 3 spaces. Units that are then revealed move only 2 unless they have the fast movement attribute, which allows them to move much faster. So I'll have my movement. I will move myself into this base, and I will end my movement there. And so it's over to you.
Alright. I'm going to move my unit 3 spaces forward, directly below base number 7.
Okay, well, so you have a problem, because here is a lake.
There's a lake, yeah.
And you cannot cross a lake. Mountain ranges give your artillery a +1 when attacking. Hiding in a outpost or in the forest gives artillery a -1. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. All right,
Perfect.
So we have done our movements. And essentially that then is the 4 phases of the turn done. Okay, so again, onto the events phase. Roll the dice. We have an event card. What have we got? Camouflage. You may choose 2 units to become hidden.
Oh.
That's interesting.
Okay.
Oh, and of course, we take away the sabotage tokens.
Yes, true.
So let's do that. Well, most of my units are hidden already. Other than the artillery. So I don't really need that. I'm not going to bother with it. So that's fine. Over to your event. And yes, you get 1. And you have, contamination. So this means that it can only be specialists that are deployed, no units.
Oh, not again! I had the perfect plan.
We now do deployment of specialists and we can't do units, it's purely specialists. So take a look in your deck, see what you've got left.
Right, I do want to deploy a specialist. Yeah, I'm all fine.
Okay, so we then go onto the specialist phase. And we start with the assassin, and I want to take out a saboteur in G6.
Then you won't find any there.
Okay. How many spaces?
1.
Ooh. So then.
Yeah, it was a nail-biting moment. I was just sitting here, no, and then you said 6, and it was right beside it.
Right beside it. Okay. Well, that's interesting. All right then. And then it is for your assassin.
Yes, my assassin wants to go saboteur hunting on G5.
Boom! So yes, you have killed one of my saboteurs.
Nice.
So the saboteur is dead.
Ah,
Good stuff.
now I can hunt the other one.
Yeah, yes, exactly, yeah. So yes, you're talking about battleships. Yes, the element of using the saboteurs and the spies and the assassin is very much like battleships. And it's a lot of fun. It's such a simple mechanic, and yet conveys this sort of hidden war that is going on so well. So we then move on to spies. Do you have any spies that want to reveal units?
No,
Okay.
I don't. Or I don't want to use them. Who knows?
Yeah, okay, fair enough. And then we move on to saboteurs. And so my saboteur is going to do this unit just there.
Okay, so I want to sabotage your artillery,
Okay.
and I want to sabotage your unit on K5.
Okay. Both sabotaged, both immobile. Right then. And so then we move to the battlefield phase. That's going to go 1, move its free movement.
Oh wait, I want to fire my artillery first.
Oh, sorry, do apologize. Go ahead.
Exactly that unit. I want to fire my artillery on that unit.
Okay, so which one? Which
My
are you
artillery's
revealing?
G4. I guess it's G4.
G4, yes, and it is upon a hilltop.
Right.
We have more minis on the board.
Always
Okay,
good to
then.
have more minis.
So you're going to start off with 3 dice.
Yes.
You're going to get +1 for being on a hill. But you're going to get
Yes.
-1 for attacking a unit inside a structure.
Correct.
Yes, we happy?
Absolutely.
All right, let's roll these dice.
I need 3 hits.
You get 1 hit. It is my turn. I am going to move him now. Ooh, now I've got an interesting dilemma, but I think I will do what I intended and push on in to attack on the flank this unit just here. All right. So your movement. Anybody you would like to move?
I want to move my unit on K4 onto the objective K5.
So you're pushing upwards.
Yeah, I'm pushing onto the objective.
Yep. All right. Okay. Okay. So shall we
All
resolve these combats then?
I think so.
Okay. So we have to reveal who is what. This Ares unit is an armor unit. So we got the armor pushing on in. And it is attacking a sabotaged assault unit. Got the assault in just there. In fact, we need these just to tell us how many dice. So my attack is 3. And it is +1 because I'm attacking on the flank.
Yes.
Okay. Your defense is 5. And I think you're -1, aren't you, because of being attacked on the flank? Am I right in that?
Correct.
This
And an additional -2 because I'm sabotaged.
This is true. So So 1, because you're on the flank. 2, because you are sabotaged. But then also, you're in combat with an armored unit.
Right, you're an armored unit.
Yeah.
Correct.
Another
That's
-2.
Another -2.
So you have effectively no defense against this attack.
Yeah, stuff like that happens, I guess.
I guess. So now I've got to make these hits count. Okay.
Yes, yes.
And we all know how my dice rolling is. Okay, here we go.
That was great. I never thought... Alright, either you're hitting nothing or you're just obliterating my unit.
Now,
One of these two.
Which do you think?
I don't know. I want to think that you've hit nothing.
I've hit absolutely nothing.
Really?
Yeah. It's an absolutely dreadful roll.
I've just seen it on stream. What is it with you and the dice?
I am rubbish with dice. It's as simple as that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on here now the Farsight dice app, because I'm obviously can't be trusted with dice. So we're going to do it electronic, but it's worth then being able to see that there is an app. I will show this in a moment because we do have another combat to resolve, which is you coming on in to attack my sabotaged unit, isn't it?
Correct.
So let's see what we've got. So you've got your prototype. Oh gosh. Up against the sabotaged unit of my prototype. Who would have guessed?
This is a battle for the centuries, I guess.
Okay. So we click onto combat. We decide which type of unit. So it is the prototype that we're using. The prototype is attacking, and then we select what modifiers. So it's attacking a unit in an objective, so there's a -1. It's not flanking, it's not attacking the unit's rear, it's not attacking the hidden. When in combat while sabotaged. Now that's for defense, isn't it? So that's no good. Combat with armored, combat at hill, being flanked. So I think that should be it. So effectively, you should have 6 dice. Okay? Do you agree?
6? I think I have...
You start with 7, and it's -1. -1 because you're attacking in an objective. Oh, and
-2 because you're armored.
Oh yes, of course, yes, quite right. That's correct, because yes, it's an armored unit, isn't it? All right, so let's roll these dice.
All right, so I got 4 dice, I think.
4 dice, yes, and it's come up and it's given you a result of 1 hit. So you've done 1 against me. So it is my defense against you now, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so again, it's the prototype, but now we switch to defend option. And when in combat while sabotage, well, that's me, so that's -2. When in combat with an armored unit, yep. I'm not on a hill, not being flanked, not being attacked by 2 units. Not being attacked by the rear. Okay, so we roll this one then. And I get 1 hit against you.
All right. Seems pretty fair.
All right, there we go. All right, and that is the app. It's so easy to use. It just goes through the modifiers, rolls the dice. But you can use it for coordinates, for events, for the tornado, for when the plague hits, when meteorites, minefields. So pretty much everything within the game the app can do as far as coordinates or dice rolling, which is very handy. All right.
I want a little bit of chaos. I want to draw a meteor strike.
Oh, is that, well, that possibly might be next, mightn't it? We'll have a look. Oh, here we go. So we've either got a tornado happening or meteors. A tornado arrives at a random square. During the events phase, the tornado moves according to the rules, yep. When in an occupied square, it attacks as if it's artillery. Or meteors, each zone receives a hit in a random square. Any unit in the affected squares takes a casualty each. Well, meteor sounds like good fun.
Meteor sounds like really good fun. I could actually kill your prototype with that if I'm lucky.
You could, yes.
Alright, I think I'm taking the meteors. Right, now it's where it gets interesting.
Yes, so behind your unit.
Oh.
It's only just. A 2 above your unit.
I want to get an adrenaline buff for my
6
unit.
right between our units.
And now I need a 5.
A 5!
Yes! Yes!
So you've hit the prototype with a meteor.
Yes!
Boom!
Everything went better than expected.
Oh my goodness. All right. So then let us move on. And it is deployment of units. Okay, I'm going to put a unit just in there.
I want 1 infantry via my supply line on B2.
B2, okay. So I'm on D9.
Yes, I want another infantry on E1.
And then we go to saboteurs. And
yes, indeed.
I'm going to do my saboteur. Going to sabotage your assault unit on I4.
Alright, I want to sabotage your artillery.
I thought you might. So the artillery is out of the game.
Your movement first.
I'm going to take out your armor. I think that's the only thing that I can try to do. So I will have 2 dice.
Yes.
Because you've already taken a hit. -1 against units on a objective. In fact, actually, it's not even worth it. Oh, but hang on. Artillery does get just 1 hit, doesn't it?
Yes, artillery have a minimum attack dice of 1.
Yes, it is just going to be 1 because you're armor and you're also within a objective. So if I roll this 1 dice.
Right.
Yay, we get a hit. That turns you to critical.
Yes.
Do you have any artillery that you'd like to fire?
Yes, indeed I do. I want to fire at your hidden unit on top of my armor.
You get 3 dice. Because it's hidden, we don't get to see if there's any modifier to it. It's just a roll of 3 dice. He's not on any forest or any structure.
Nope.
And you miss.
Oh, I miss?
Yep. Not a single hit.
Damn it.
Alright, so it is then my movement. I will move my guy into there.
Okay, so I will move my assault unit, the one on the objective. I will turn once and move it into the rear of your assault unit.
So it's free movement and then it's 1, 2 over into here. Wow, this is all getting very crowded. Okay, that's in there. I will reveal this unit, which is a squad of infantry.
Oh, it's a squad of infantry, alright.
They are coming on in to attack there. What are you moving next?
I'm moving my prototype next, and I'm moving it 1 toward the top, so onto the objective.
Okay, moving that in there.
Yes, I'm moving my infantries on the bottom. My E1 moves 1 up towards E2.
Yep.
And my second infantry turns once to the right and moves over to K2. I guess the way it looks like now, If I stay on top of all objectives, I might win because I control eight objectives at the end of the round.
Uh-huh.
I think my strategy worked.
Okay, interesting. But let's play it out, see what we get. Oh, where should we start?
Yes.
Should we start from the left again and work our way through?
Yeah, I would say from the left to the right.
Okay. So, what have we got? We have your armor. And it's my assault. And I am attacking in a complex. So I've got 7 on my side versus 5 on yours. -1 because we're attacking in a compound. -2 because you're armored. That's basically it. You don't get any minuses, so it's my 4 versus your 5.
Correct.
Does that sound right? Yeah, good. Okay.
That does indeed sound right.
So it's all down to lucky dice now.
Yes.
Whoa! There we go.
I don't like the sound of that.
Finally. So I got 3 hits against your already lightly damaged armor unit.
So I need to get 2 hits?
You need to get 2 hits. I am hoping that my typical dice rolls work now. So, okay, so we've got the 3 hits. Let's move those. We know that that's the case. We know that he is dead, yeah?
Yeah, he is dead. No questions asked.
Okay. Oh, and you've got 2 hits. So
Yes!
So that goes explosion.
I've held the objective.
Bang.
Yes.
So you maintain the objective, but we've both lost our units. But you maintain the objective.
That's the whole case. I don't care about losing units right now.
No, not at all. No.
I just need to hold the objectives.
Okay, we'll do his attack. So again, it's assault, which is 7. So actually, let's get the it's assault versus armor.
It's assault versus armor, right?
So 7 versus the 5.
That should be 4 against 5 again. Oh no, I'm defending.
You're defending.
I'm not attacking.
Yeah, and you're in a structure. So I've got -1 because you're in an objective, -2 because you are in a structure, and you don't have any minuses against me, do you?
Right.
It's my 4 against your 5. Okay, let's see what we get. Ha! Nothing. So that's him out of the way.
Wait, you haven't hit anything?
No, didn't hit a single thing. Okay, so now it's your defense against my guy. Oh, so you do 1 hit, which takes my guy to heavy casualty level, which means, in effect, it pushes him back. So now, let's resolve the assault versus assault.
Yes. Now it's all starting to come together.
So it's your 7. 3, 6, 7 against my 5.
Correct.
5. There are no modifiers. Oh, hang on a second. No.
I'm attacking into a forest. So I get a
attacking
-1 modifier.
When attacking you in the forest, you get -1.
Right.
When attacking a unit's rear, which you are, you get +2.
Correct. So I have a total of 8 dice.
And I lose 2 dice because I'm being attacked in the rear. So that's 8 versus my 3. That sound good?
Yes.
I'm sure it does. Okay, all you need is 1 hit.
Well, I have almost 3 times the amount of dice that you have, so
yes, but you got to
it always
remember,
sounds good.
I'm rolling.
Yeah, all right, okay, that's right.
Well, there you go. 2, you got 3 hits. So I am dead.
Nice.
So will take me out of the game.
Now the question is, am I dead as well?
Yes. So that's the 3 there. Now it's my 3 against you. Oh, you're not dead, but you do take a hit. So you're
All right, okay.
heavy casualty.
I can deal with that.
And now we're keeping going here. We're keeping the momentum. It is my infantry against your armor.
Right.
So infantry is 3.
Yes.
Armor is 5. This might be interesting. It might be absolute luck of the dice.
This is absolutely luck of the dice. You get 1 dice.
I think that's the case.
After all the calculation. But just because you're attacking on my flank.
So -1 because I'm attacking your inner structure. -2 because you are armor. +1 because I'm attacking on the flank. So that's my 1. You are -1 because you're defending on the flank.
Right.
That's basically it, isn't it? So can I get 1 hit on 1 dice?
I don't know.
No, I can't. I get the exclamation mark. Damn.
All right, okay.
Okay, so I've not managed to do that. Rolling for your defensive attack. And you get 1 hit against my infantry. Pushing
All
you
right.
just back. Ah, so close.
And I think that marks the end of this turn.
It does, because there's nobody else in combat, is there?
Yes, correct. And now I control 8 bases.
So we put a marker on here. And where else we got? We got markers down here. Yes, you got markers everywhere now.
Yes, I control 2 complete lines of objectives.
You have. You've done really well. Yes. So regardless of any other result, you have won by taking the bases. Congratulations. What do you think now that we've played it fully and we understood the rules?
If you go into the game with a proper strategy, and if you utilize all your hidden units like we did with the saboteurs, it is on a whole new strategical level. This game is absolutely intense. There are moments where you sit in front of the game and are like, no, that can't be true. Don't do that. And
I still think that your meteor hit was just pure fluke, but just amazingly cinematic. I can absolutely see how you paid off your strategy. Taking bases on your defensive line isn't worth doing in the early stages of the game. You've got to fight for the middle of the board, haven't you? Really, and because you can get your rear bases relatively easily.
I've gone for a strategy where I would place down my supply line and then would rush into the middle, so I can just capture and hold the bases on the middle line, because you can't get into my defensive line.
Yeah,
that's not going to happen.
Very easy working out the modifiers, isn't it? Once you've done it a few times, it's second nature.
Yes, it's at first it was also on last Tuesday. It was like, that's a lot of modifiers and you have to think about all of them. But now in a real game, I would say it's a lot more clear, and it's basically they calculate themselves.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for playing against me this evening.
Thanks for having me, and have a great evening as well.
Okay. Bye for now, then.
Bye.
All right then, folks. So thank you so much for tuning in this evening to watch the Monkey's utter defeat at the hands of Paranoid Spectre. It was inevitable. Paranoid, of course, executed an amazing strategy to take over 8 bases by the final round. Thoroughly enjoyed playing the game, and of course it's great to be able to have played the game with the painted miniatures that we did over the last couple of weeks. So I look forward to you joining me again tomorrow evening. Until then, bye bye for now.